And now, in the few minutes that remain to us, I would like to pay my brief respects to the three modes we still haven't discussed. We can do this very quickly, as you will see, because the first one, known as the Aeolian mode, which luckily starts on Aeolian, easy to remember, is almost like our normal minor scale, using all the white notes. In fact, it is sometimes referred to as the natural minor mode. And its one special feature is, again, that lowered leading tone. Amen. Which makes it so similar to the Dorian and Phrygian modes that we don't even have to discuss it any further. Then the next mode, starting on B, is known as the Locrian mode. And this one we can really skip, because there's almost no music written in it. See, the Locrian mode is strangely unsatisfying. It doesn't seem to be conclusive, mainly because the tonic chord you get from it is terribly unsettled. See what I mean? So hello and goodbye to the Locrian mode. Now we have been through all the white note modes, starting on D, E, F, G, A, and B, and at last we come to C, the starting note of our final and most triumphant mode of all, called the Ionian. Now listen carefully. Here is C, and up we go, white notes only, to the next C. And what have we got? Surprise, the C major scale, the good old tried and true C major of Bach, Beethoven, and Brahms. Now this C major scale, once known as the Ionian, had simply survived better than all its neighbors the evolution of history, and emerged in glory as king of all Western music for 200 years. For instance, this tremendous C major celebration by Beethoven. That was the last 30 seconds of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, and there's no doubt that it's in C major. Beethoven doesn't leave any doubt about that. He hammers the point home. Well, by now you've heard enough about modes and heard enough examples of them, so that I think you're ready to hear Debussy's Fête again, and this time really connect with it. Just to refresh your memory, you recall that opening dancey tune in the Dorian mode? And then a little later on, Debussy switches to the Lydian mode. You remember the one with the raised fourth note, that Polish one? That's Lydian. Then a few seconds later, he's suddenly in the Mixolydian mode. You remember, that's the jazzy one with the lowered leading tone. And so in the first half minute of the piece, Debussy has already used three different modes, none of them major or minor: the Dorian, the Lydian, and the Mixolydian. Then in that famous middle section, when the distant procession begins, we hear it first, again, in the Dorian mode. That's Dorian, but it immediately switches to Mixolydian. And so it goes, one mode after another, throughout the whole piece. Now, just before we play it for you, there's one thrilling spot in this piece that I'd like to prepare you for so you can enjoy it as much as possible. And that's the wonderful moment when the march music and the dance music come crashing together. Now, the trick is, of course, that they're both in the Dorian mode, so they make perfect mates. This is the dance music. And here is the march music. And here are the two musics together. Isn't that a staggering sound? Now, listen to the entire piece again, and I hope you enjoy it at least twice as much as you did the first time you heard it.